I'm a lifelong entrepreneur. I go way back to when I was 11 or 12 years old. My first gig was a Globe and Mail paper route. I count that as an entrepreneurial endeavor. And I've never worked for anybody since, except for one brief stint northwest of a place called Edmonton, for you non-Canadians, working on the oil rigs. And I vowed that was the last time I was going to put my destiny in somebody else's hands. So I've always done my own thing. My biggest success as an entrepreneur came from a company we created called Lavalife, which was an online dating company that for a couple of years owned the space. We're the market leaders around about 2000 to say 2003, before the competition really heated up. But when I think about what made it successful, two things stand out for me. It was the amount of time and money and belief that we had in vision and core values. I want to talk a little bit about vision and a lot about core values. Vision is sort of one of those things we've all heard about. The discipline to sit down with your company or on behalf of your client's company and say, where do we want to be as a company 3 years from now? Tangibly, sales, number of employees, whatever the metrics are that are most important to you. How do I want to be doing my day? How many hours do I want to be working? Do I want to be working from Maui, or do I want to be working from, Detroit? Bad example. Having that discipline to set the milestones, and then every year getting the company together and saying, this is what we have to achieve goal-wise this year in order to progress our way to the 3-year vision. And the amount of literature and the number of studies that have been done on companies' performance that take the time to do that discipline versus the ones that get up at the start of the fiscal year and say, here's what we did last year, let's just go and try and beat it. The difference in performance is unmistakable, right? It's not just me saying, I've lived it, I've seen the difference, it worked for us, but it is well documented. The difference in a quote-unquote performance culture, having the discipline to hold your feet to the fire, achieve your goals, pay your people if you achieve the goals, don't pay them bonus. It's called a bonus for a reason. If you don't achieve your goals, don't compromise on that. Setting it out, sticking to it, doing it again year after year results in this. Doing your best results in this. Even bigger for me, this whole area of core values. You can walk into any company north of 20 people, and you're going to have the obligatory mission statement on the wall. Here's what we're about. And inevitably, somebody will have put some time into, here's what we stand for. 99% of the time, one of those values on the wall is going to be teamwork. Like, who doesn't, it's one of those motherhood core values, right? Who doesn't want to be part of a successful team? Everyone pulling together, all shoulders to the wheel. It just feels right? Everybody, and there's so many exercises in companies that have sprung up to help companies become better team. So I'm 53 years old. I'm officially done with working for, with, alongside, investing in people that can't get up in the morning, look in the mirror, and say things like, I didn't know that. Wow, good point. I never thought of that. Some element of introspection that will allow us to work together in a team to make decisions that are in the best interests of the company. It's tough enough as it is to do what we do, to do what our clients do, to grow small businesses, to one day hopefully be medium-sized business. God forbid we create a large one. It is so hard. I don't need to tell you. It's a 7/24 every day. Grind it out. Pick yourself off the ground. Do it again. I don't have the energy, and neither should you, to be spending precious time on debating business issues that have nothing to do with the best interests of the business. Somebody else's ego. Somebody that, won't be convinced. I remember big discussions around teamwork at our place was teamwork doesn't mean unanimity. It means you hash it out, everybody's heard, and once the decision is made, everybody gets on board and supports the decision, whether or not you agree or not. It's not like, oh, okay, we're going to do it, but I can't wait for it to fail. No, that's not what it's about, right? And you need to screen for that on the way in. I come from a place where I firmly believe people don't fundamentally change past the age of about 12. Okay, barring some, personal tragedy, a near-death experience, something that shakes you to your core, you're not going to change. You're fundamentally who you are by the time you're 12 years old. You can debate me, call it 15, call it 11. The most formative years are when you're a kid and when you're a sponge, and that's who you're going to be, okay? So my point is, it's a lot easier to screen for a team player on the way in than take a non-team player, let them into your company, and hope you're going to do something to change them. It ain't going to happen. So the work is up front, right? It's up front. Decide what kind of culture you want, write it down, define it, figure out a way to screen for it.